I'm not sure if this has been updated. It says Akon has been arrested 6 times, but only has one felony conviction, which was for gun possession in 1998. While he has made claims in his music and interviews about a more extensive criminal past, including leading a car theft ring and serving a long prison sentence, reports indicate these claims were exaggerated. He did, however, spend a few months in jail in 1998 for possession of a stolen BMW before the charges were dropped. Interesting, it says he had a gun possession charge, right? Because he has the same birthday as Martin Lawrence, April 16. See that right there? And Martin Lawrence, he also had some trouble with the law, including being arrested for carrying a loaded gun. So that's interesting right there. And, we have the trending story here. Akon arrested near Atlanta for missing court um, over the suspended license, I guess. And the incident is from September 10th. Police reports from Roswell show Akon, who lists an address in gated community in neighboring Alpharetta. This is out of Georgia, right? Was found September 10th in a disabled Tesla Cybertruck on a busy street. The police officer called for a tow truck while he was waiting. The report states the officer checked the license plate, found Akon had no valid auto insurance, and had a suspended driver's license for failing to appear for a court hearing in January 2023. Now he was arrested last Friday in suburban Atlanta after he didn't show up in court to face that ticket, I guess. Have you ever seen Akon's full name? Look at Akon's full name here. It's like the longest name I've ever seen. Look at that name right there. It's like 12 names or something. Isn't that wild? Right there. And there's probably some other connections with Martin as well, as the same birthday. Notice arrested has A like Akon as well. Arrested's got that A like I. Man, I should have been showing you the thumbnail I made right there.
Last week, R&B artist Akon was taken into custody in Georgia after police found out he had been operating a vehicle with a suspended license. After being arrested and charged, the locked-up hitmaker was freed 6 hours later. The arrest was connected to a September traffic incident involving his Tesla Cybertruck.
Right. Look, arrested. The incident was September 10th, but then he was arrested last Friday um for, what did they say, like failure to appear for court for that. Check that out, because last Friday was the day leaving 54 days, and arrested equals 54. Remember these songs? Locked Up. I should have had these ready to play. He's got this smash hit called Locked Up. Man, what's wrong with my phone? He's got this smash hit called Locked Up, and now he gets arrested. How about that? And look at that right there. He's arrested for a suspended license. And look at how suspended license syncs up with Locked Up right there. If I put Locked Up in YouTube, will that be the first thing that pops up? Oh, here we go. Notice those three songs. Smack That, I Wanna Love You, Locked Up. Look, we've all heard this, right? It's a smash hit. Maybe not this. We may not know. We may not know the Styles P verse as much, but when Akon hits, right? They won't let me out. Right? I mean, we should have all heard that. But look at how they named these three songs right here. Top 10 hits, Grammy nominated singer, Smack That, I Wanna Love You, and Locked Up. And they all land. Check that out. I Wanna Love You. At first I was like, which one's that? But then when you hear it featuring Snoop Dogg, it's a smash hit, right? I Wanna Love You. Look at that with suspended license. Can you see that right there? 174 and 66 in the language. And here's that. A convict. Look at that. Smash hit. That and Smack That. Those may be the top two. I remember he had that song with Jeezy. I think he was young Jeezy at the time. I can't even remember how it goes now off the top of my head. But this guy has been a part of some great tracks. Okay, and here's this one again. Got the Snoop Dogg part. Oh, and then I accidentally hit the wrong button there. Look at how that lands. Smash hit, right? I'm trying to think of the Young Jeezy one. Maybe I'll play that shortly. Look how that lands though with the 174 and the 166. Suspended license, missing court. Suspended license has 174 and 66, and that song I Wanna Love You. All three of these songs that they list. Look at Smack That. All on the floor, Smack That. Oh, Smack That, right? Look at 24 like his last name. So he's got all of those names. But I guess that's his first and last name there, or maybe his born name. I don't know. Look at that. Smack That 24. The last name 24. And I want to look up the Jeezy Akon song. What was it called? I'm a soul survivor. You could catch me. Yeah, that was it. Thug Motivation 101. Hey. Smash it. I'm a soul survivor. That was a smash, man. That brings me back to better times. Okay, so this the Snoop Dogg hit, right? You see me whining and grinding that thing on the floor, however it went. So, oh look, I put the wrong date in there. I'm glad I caught that. So I might have to fix that real quick. I put October 9th. Check that out because he was found in a disabled Tesla truck September 10th. Look, that's the day Charlie Kirk got assassinated. That's interesting because you got Tesla, right? Which is connected to Elon Musk, which is connected to Donald Trump. Donald Trump connected to Kirk. Man, I'm glad I caught that right there. I put October 9. So let's fix that on the fly. And that sucks because there was a lot of 17s there. So September 9. right here. And what was that? Was that his birthday? Yeah, he's got the April 16th birthday. So let's go on the fly here. And so April 16th, 2025, 9:10 is this incident. And now he's arrested this last Friday for not appearing in court. Okay, so, oh, you're looking at it? Are you looking at this right here? Okay, so this original incident which leads to this suspended license arrest convict, look, 147 days after his birthday, 148-day span. Wow, and that's amazing. Look at what that correction right there. And remember, that's the Charlie Kirk assassination and the arrest here with Akon, or excuse me, the incident with Akon, which leads to this new arrest. Look at that. The day leaving 112 days. That number's been coming up a lot. Remember, Donald equals 112 as well. Look at Donald. This number's been popping up a lot, and I mentioned it in previous videos. There's been a lot of Houston popping up. Look, Houston equals 112 right there. Okay, so we have to scratch. So we have to scratch this 177 right here, which kind of sucks because I want to love you equals 177. This 147 and this 148 with the span, that could possibly still land, as we can just like glance over here real quick. But it's okay if it doesn't. Well, look, you get 174, which is kind of like 147. It's okay if it oh, smack that has 147. Look at with the correction. Look at that right there. Smack that all on the floor. Smack that with Eminem, right? Oh, look at that 147 in reverse with the correction. This original incident in the Cyber Tesla truck, which leads to this arrest. Look at that. 147 days after his birthday was September 10th, and smack that equals 147 in the reverse cipher. Is that not incredible right there? Isn't that awesome how I can correct that mistake that I made, and then it hits even more. And don't forget, locked up has 87, like suspended license. And that 147 days after his birthday, I want to love you and suspended license 174. Incredible. Okay, so again, just scratch that 177 on the left, since that is false, and that's amazing. And you get the Tesla connection. Charlie Kirk assassinated September 10th. Okay. Kirk's got the K. Look, Akon's got K in it. Look how he has Convicted. Is that an album or a song? K like Kirk as well. And there's probably more connections with that. Don't forget, he has the Martin Lawrence birthday, who had a gun related incident, like, it says Akon has in the past. Even the birthday, leaving 259 in the year, suspended license equals 258. Look how close that is. Arrested 126, like his first name. Arrested A, remember Akon A. Arrested 126, like Alane, the first name. Georgia 127. 126, 127, 258, 259. Check how close that is. Akon was taken to the DeKalb County Jail where he was handed over to the Roswell police. They in turn booked him into another jail, after which he posted and was released the same day. How amazing. If you put smack that in YouTube, you know it's going to pop up. Smack that all right? On the floor, smack that till you get so smash it. Anybody who went to like bars and clubs back in the day, you're going to hear that song, right? Oh yeah. So this guy's got some smashes, man. Right? Convict. And, you know, I guess those 17s were probably irrelevant. Well, I Want to Love You 177 like 17. Arrested 117 like 17. And again, scratch that 10-9. I guess I can get rid of those right now, huh? Let me eliminate those since I put the wrong date in, so I can just get rid of that. And get rid of that right there. Boom. You like that right there? So real person here, make mistakes and correct on the fly without hitting stop, and we land even better. And I don't get cocky, right? Because damn, there may be other mistakes. If there's any mistakes, you can let me know. But look, we're landing heavy here. So I mentioned he's born on the 16th, and this original incident found in the cyber truck. It says non-operating cyber truck or whatever. And they found out he had a suspended license. I think they said no insurance. And now he didn't show up to court. Now it leads to his arrest. But look at that, 160 days before his birthday was the incident, which is like 16. And his birthday, the 106th day of the year, like 16. And arrested on a 16 date numerology. Hopefully I said all that right. But wow, check that out. And now we can play this other video. So man, that lands heavy. That lands heavy with his songs, doesn't it? Those are the songs that they list, and they land extremely heavy. We're gonna play this. And let me pull up Charlie Kirk again here. Charlie Kirk assassinated, and that was involving a gun, as far as the storyline, right? So that's that connection again with Akon and Martin. Look, September 10th, 109, pure evil struck. Oh, when the legendary Charlie Kirk, nobody knew who he was before this happened. Nobody knew who he was until this happened. Remember shooting? Is it shooting that equals 109? Amazing, right? And that's the day of this incident. Look, shootings got 44 like Georgia. Akon arrested in Georgia. And 37. Ooh, yeah. Wow, did I catch that? Georgia equals 127? I don't think I caught that. Let's go back over here. Yeah, I did. I caught it right there. Okay, cool. All right, let's play this other video and then we can bounce. If you haven't already. I think he's not going to learn from it. I think he's just a character. When did Smack That release? Smack That release date. 2006. We're coming up on the year 26. It released on the 26th in 2006, like 26. Now we're coming up on the year 2026, like 26. See that right there? Oh, and look at Akon's debut album, June 2004. That kind of looks like a DMX picture, doesn't it? DMX might have had an album looking like that, or a picture or images. Um, June 29th. I was thinking Michael Jackson when I saw that. Look, Michael Jackson, date of death, June 25th. And remember, Michael Jackson, who's bad? Do, 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 do. And then is this album is called Trouble Like Bad. You see that? Trouble Like Bad. Release date June 29th. And that's like 5 years before Michael Jackson's death on June 25th. Okay, Bad, Trouble. Remember the Martin birthday, the same as Akon. Trouble, Trouble, with gun situations involving both of their characters, the same birthday. Right? Good stuff, man. Good stuff. That, and his full name is Wild, man. Again, his full name is Wild. Wow. He was arrested 160 days before his birthday. That's the same as 22 weeks, 6 days, and that's like 26 again. So another 26 right there. I hope you appreciate this. I enjoy being able to do this. Even fixing that air on the fly and then landing heavy. Absolutely amazing. And it always works out like that, okay? It always works like that. Singer Akon arrested near Atlanta for missing court over suspended license. And it's trending, which it leads me to expose the story and show you how it's just all a part of the script, okay?